What's up, everyone? Nitro here, back again with a brand new movie review. I just got back from the movie theater seeing the brand new horror movie, Obsession. Holy shit! Holy shit! I can't believe how good this movie is. And besides how good this movie is, intriguing concept of a very creative idea. Before I get into Obsession real quick, like I said in the Backrooms review, 2026 has just been the trending phenomenon of YouTubers directing movies or just coming out with movies. I don't know when the trend happened or came about, and I don't know why it's 2026, and it's kind of funny how a bunch of YouTubers randomly did random projects that no one knew of, and they all come out in the same year. Granted, this is not the first time this is a thing, because YouTubers has always been making movies, but this is the first time like they are directing like big mainstream horror movies and genres and stuff like that. But yeah, intriguing concept, very intriguing concept. Honestly, I liked it more than the Backrooms. I was more dialed in, mostly because it had more of a story. I mean, not saying Backrooms didn't have a story, but I don't know. I just feel like Backrooms was more like found footage and inspired and interpret what you just watched versus a story that's being held to you or told to you. But yeah, again, intriguing concept. I can't say that. I can't draw that line enough. I think the movie director who was Corey Baker or Baker Curry, someone like that, I think they did a phenomenal job with what they showcase here in Obsession. Now, Obsession stars Inde Navarrette, Cooper Tomlinson, Megan Lawless, and Michael Johnston. They're basically the four main characters of the movie. Inde plays Nikki. Cooper is Bear. Bear is played by Michael Johnston, but Cooper is Bear's best friend. Ian and Sarah is played by Megan Lawless. Now, these four characters, they all work together. They're all co-workers, but they're also all friends. And I'm not going to go too deep into sport. I'm not going to go too deep into details. I will say that this movie is basically about a object called a Wish Willow, and this Wish Willow grants the user who has it in their possession any wish that they want, but they're only allowed one wish. It's like a genie in a bottle type of situation, but unlike you have three wishes, you only have one with the Wish Willow, hence the name Wish Willow. But yeah, man buys it in the store, and then he basically wishes that this girl that he likes to like him and basically be his girlfriend and eventually marry him and be his wife. The events that follows, I can only describe. I'm sorry to use the title of the movie as a pun, but I can only describe this as an obsession. Very obsessive behavior. Oh my, this movie's a roller coaster. Nikki, the actress that plays Nikki, Inde Navarrette, does a phenomenal job. I think every actor does a really good job of this movie, especially the four main cast. I don't know, just the way they had Nikki acting in the movie, very creepy, very spooky, eerie vibes. There was a couple funny scenes, which I did not expect out of a very serious horror film about a crazy obsessive relationship. And this is coming from a guy that's never been in a relationship before. I am 29 years old, and I'm single till I die at this point. But besides the point, yeah, this is crazy, very wild movie. I was dialed in from the beginning to the end. Very wow. It very wowed me. I think I definitely like this more than Backrooms. I don't know. I heard a lot of good things about Obsession, and everything that people has been saying and raving on about this movie is basically true. I will say at first, about maybe the middle, I was a tad bit bored, but it just kept on going and going and going, and the plot twists happened, and it got more thickened, and it just got more thick and more interesting. I will say at first their relationship is kind of cute. It kind of comes off as adorable and cute, but as time goes on and the more that they're together, the more creepy Nikki becomes. Again, intriguing concept. Yeah, very intriguing concept. It's very freaky. I will say there was a jump scare in this movie. I'm not going to say where it happened. It's just there is some type of jump scare. It actually got me. I didn't expect a jump scare, and the fact that a jump scare got me in the year 2026 is very surprising. Job well done. I think the last time I was scared by a movie jump scare, let alone any jump scare in any type of medium, was probably when I was like 5 or 6 years old, like when I was like a young kid. And ever since then, I haven't really been scared of horror movies. I was scared of horror games, but not horror movies, let alone a jump scare. So yeah, the fact that a jump scare actually got me in the year 2026, bravo on the movie director and the editor, especially the editing department. I think they did a really good job editing this movie. It's paced very well for a horror movie. It has good montages. It had a very eerie soundtrack. I just think this is it's a really good horror movie. It's definitely up there for best horrors of the decade if I never saw the movie Raw in 2017. I think Raw in 2017. I don't know, I don't think anything's going to come near Raw 2017. Backrooms did almost, not really, by a smidge. Like one part of Backrooms towards the very end almost came near the complexities of Raw 2017. No, I'm not talking about WWE Monday Night Raw. It's a French horror movie. It's all in French. It's completely all in French. There's English subtitles though. But yeah, it's a French horror movie called Raw. If you haven't saw the movie, I definitely recommend checking it out somewhere on streaming, or you can buy it. I think you have to buy the movie because it's a foreign horror movie. But yeah, definitely at least Americanized best horror movie in like a decade, which isn't really saying much, seeing how many horror movies there is that comes out yearly. I would say Terrifier 3 was really good. I love Terrifier 3. I watched that like 4 times. I think I'm rambling at this point. I definitely recommend go out, see Obsession, go out, see Backrooms too. Support these movies. That's all I can say. Support these movies because I think the new medium of movie directors is definitely going to come from YouTube, and I think YouTubers are going to be phenomenal directors in Hollywood. I mean, we're all fans of film. We all critic and criticize film and movies and video games and books. We're all fans of these medias, so it makes sense that the fans that take their time to review and voice their opinions and criticisms on the media itself are going to go out and be the next future of filmmakers or storytellers. And that's what YouTube is in general. It's just a storytelling device, and it makes you go on and tell more stories in the form of movies and TV shows. You know, everything is a stepping stone and a building block of life, and YouTube is definitely the building block and stepping stone, new age storytelling. And it's just the stepping stone of storytelling. So yeah, I think the future is bright when it comes to the film industry and the film and filmmaking in general. Only if the game industry can do what the film industry is doing right now, we may be in a good place. But yeah, I definitely recommend Obsession. I definitely recommend Obsession. Go out and see it. I'm going to put it up there for me. 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10, A+. I highly recommend this horror movie. Go out and see it. Support these YouTubers. Support the future of storytelling. That's me. That's been me. That's been Nitro. I'm signing out. I'm obsessed with Obsession. Peace.